Picture the African continent. Now, trace your finger along the western coast until you reach a country shaped like a question mark, leaning against the Atlantic Ocean. This is Nigeria, a land teeming with life, a kaleidoscope of colors, sounds and stories waiting to be told. Over 250 distinct ethnic groups call this land home, each contributing to a cultural tapestry so rich and intricate. The air thrums with the melodic cadence of Yoruba, the rhythmic flow of Igbo, and the guttural pronouncements of Hausa. The result is a cultural fusion unlike any other, a blend of ancient traditions, Islamic influences, and the legacy of European colonialism. To understand Nigeria, one must embrace its diversity, its contradictions, and its sheer, unbridled energy. The year is 1914. The British Empire redraws the map of Africa, creating Nigeria. This act, driven by economic interest, had lasting consequences. The British imposed a singular identity on diverse cultures. Nigeria became a patchwork of protectorates. Traditional power structures were undermined for resource extraction. The British introduced new ideas and institutions. Christianity and Western education began shaping Nigerian elites. The legacy of British colonialism is complex. It brought advancements, but also deep divisions. Divide and rule policies left a lasting mark. Tension simmered beneath the surface. Independence in 1960 brought new challenges. The struggle to forge a national identity began. October 1st, 1960 marked a pivotal moment in Nigeria's history. As the Union Jack was lowered and the green and white flag of an independent Nigeria fluttered, a collective roar of jubilation echoed across the nation. A new era had dawned, filled with hope and aspiration. Nigeria, the giant of Africa, had awakened.
Long before European footsteps reached Nigeria, a rich tapestry of life unfolded across its diverse landscapes. Powerful empires rose, magnificent cities thrived, and cultures interacted and clashed.
Imagine a land where the air buzzed with the energy of 1,000 stories yet to be written. The savannas of the north bore witness to the rise and fall of empires. The Hausa people established flourishing city-states like Kano and Katsina. These cities became centers of Islamic learning, attracting scholars and traders.
Imagine the rhythmic cadence of camels' hooves, the scent of exotic spices, and the murmur of prayers. Trade routes connected distant cultures and shaped empires.
Further south, the Yoruba people carved out their destiny amidst forests and hills. Ile-Ife, a city steeped in myth, was the cradle of Yoruba heritage. Skilled artisans crafted exquisite bronze sculptures, capturing Yoruba cosmology.
Imagine the glow of molten metal and the pride of craftsmen creating timeless art. The Yoruba civilization, with its powerful kings and elaborate rituals, flourished for centuries.
In the southeast, the Igbo people developed a distinct identity rooted in agriculture and trade. Their communities were governed by councils of elders.
Imagine the vibrant energy of village markets and the passionate storytelling passed down through generations.
Kingdoms of gold and glory.
The Benin Empire, rising in the 13th century, showcased pre-colonial Nigeria's splendor. Mastery of bronze casting and ivory carving captivated European explorers.
Imagine a city adorned with bronze plaques depicting Benin's history and rituals. The Oba ruled with absolute authority, his court a spectacle of grandeur.
The Benin Empire commanded respect with its powerful army and trade networks.
The Benin Empire was not alone in its pursuit of glory. The Oyo Empire, with its renowned cavalry, emerged as a dominant force. The Alafin commanded a vast army, extending influence across southwestern Nigeria. The Oyo Empire's legacy endures in the cultural practices of the Yoruba people today. The arrival of shadows. The arrival of European powers in the 15th century marked a turning point, casting a long shadow over Nigeria's destiny. Drawn by trade in spices, ivory, and gold, European merchants soon turned to a more sinister commodity: human beings. The transatlantic slave trade left an indelible scar on Africa. Millions endured unimaginable horrors, torn from their homelands. The impact on West African societies was profound and devastating. In Nigeria, the slave trade devastated coastal kingdoms and empires. The Benin Empire, once powerful, was weakened by constant raids and warfare. The Oyo Empire also suffered, its army weakened by internal conflicts and slave raids. The slave trade decimated populations and disrupted economies. European powers interfered in African affairs, sowing seeds of future conflicts. Their arrival marked the beginning of a painful chapter leading to colonial rule, the soul of Nigeria. To truly grasp the essence of Nigeria, one must delve into the heart of its people. Each group carries within its traditions, languages, and beliefs the echoes of ancient stories.
In the north, the Hausa Fulani stand as a testament to the enduring power of faith and tradition. Imagine the bustling marketplaces of Kano and Sokoto, a symphony of aromas that speaks to the fusion of cultures.
The Hausa, known for their centuries-old trading networks, brought with them the teachings of Islam. Their intricate textile designs reflect the influence of Arabic art and the legacy of trans-Saharan trade.
The Fulani, often depicted as nomadic herdsmen, embody a deep connection to the land and their cattle. Their lives are a testament to resilience, dictated by the seasons and the search for grazing pastures.
This fusion of Hausa and Fulani cultures created a powerful force in northern Nigeria. But the north is just one chapter in the Nigerian story. Journey south and you'll encounter the Yoruba, known for their vibrant culture and deep reverence for their ancestors. Section 2. Rhythms of Unity and Discord. Nigeria's ethnic diversity is both its greatest strength and its most persistent challenge. It's a source of incredible cultural richness, a tapestry woven from countless traditions, languages, and beliefs. The national question revolves around this central dilemma. How can a nation forged from such diverse ethnic groups achieve true unity? It's a question that has haunted Nigeria since its independence. Yet, amidst the challenges, there's a deep-seated yearning for unity. This desire for a united Nigeria transcends ethnic boundaries. Section 3. The weight of heritage. The Igbo people of southeastern Nigeria carry a legacy of resilience and entrepreneurial spirit. Imagine the bustling markets of Onitsha and Aba, where traders haggle over prices. The Igbo have made significant contributions to Nigeria's economic development. They also bear the weight of history, marked by the trauma of the Biafran War.
Despite challenges, the Igbo spirit remains unbroken. The weight of heritage shapes the identities and aspirations of all Nigerians. It's a burden and a blessing, a source of pride and pain.
Section 1. Faith's Embrace. Imagine the call to prayer echoing across the ancient city of Kano, its melody washing over the labyrinthine alleyways of the Kumi market. In Nigeria, faith is woven into the very fabric of daily life. This is a land where the rhythms of prayer punctuate the day. In the north, Islam reigns supreme, a legacy of centuries-old trade routes.
The great mosques of Kano, Sokoto, and Zaria stand as architectural marvels. Here, life revolves around the 5 pillars of Islam.
But Nigeria's spiritual landscape is far from monolithic. Travel south and you'll encounter a predominantly Christian population. From the mega churches of Lagos to the humble village churches, Christianity has flourished. It's in the south that you'll find the syncretic blend of Christianity and traditional beliefs. Section 2. Where faiths collide. Nigeria's religious tapestry, while vibrant and multifaceted, is not without its tensions. The fault lines between the predominantly Muslim north and the largely Christian south are a constant source of concern, exacerbated by political opportunism and extremist ideologies. The rise of Boko Haram, a militant Islamist group operating in the northeast, has thrown the fragility of this religious balance into sharp relief. Since its emergence in the early 2000s, Boko Haram's violent campaign to establish an Islamic caliphate in northern Nigeria has claimed thousands of lives and displaced millions more. Their attacks on churches, mosques, schools, and villages have left an indelible scar on a nation's psyche, a reminder of how easily faith can be twisted to serve nefarious ends. But it's not just the specter of extremism that casts a shadow over Nigeria's religious landscape. The competition for resources, political power, and social influence often plays out along religious lines. In some regions, particularly in the Middle Belt, where the Muslim North meets the Christian South, religious differences have fueled intercommunal conflicts over land, grazing rights, and political representation. The politicization of religion, with politicians often exploiting religious sentiments for electoral gain, further complicates the picture. This manipulation of faith for political ends deepens existing divisions, making it even more challenging to build bridges of understanding and tolerance. Section 3. Beyond the divide. Despite the challenges posed by religious tensions, there are flickers of hope, signs that a more tolerant and inclusive Nigeria is possible. Across the country, interfaith dialogue initiatives are working tirelessly to bridge the divide, fostering understanding and respect between different religious communities.
Imagine a group of young people, Muslims and Christians, sitting together in a circle, sharing their personal stories of faith, challenging stereotypes, and discovering common ground.
This grassroots efforts, often led by religious leaders, women's groups, and youth organizations, are crucial in countering the narratives of division and promoting a shared sense of Nigerian identity.
There are also countless examples of everyday Nigerians transcending religious boundaries in their daily lives. Muslims and Christians often live side by side in peace, their children attending the same schools, their families sharing meals and celebrations.
This spirit of coexistence, while often overshadowed by the headlines of conflict, is the true heart of Nigeria, a testament to the enduring human capacity for empathy and understanding.
The challenge for Nigeria is to nurture these seeds of tolerance, to create a society where religious freedom is not only protected, but celebrated. It's a long and arduous journey, one that requires a commitment to dialogue, education, and justice.
Section 1. Black Gold, Tarnished Dreams. The discovery of oil in the Niger Delta in the 1950s was both a blessing and a curse for Nigeria. It held the promise of prosperity, of transforming a fledgling nation into an economic powerhouse. But beneath the veneer of progress, a darker reality was unfolding. The Niger Delta was becoming a land of sacrifice. Its once pristine waters were choked with oil spills, and its people found their livelihoods destroyed, their health compromised. The oil boom enriched a select few, bypassing the majority. The black gold, once a symbol of hope, had tarnished, leaving behind a legacy of environmental devastation and social unrest. The Niger Delta, a paradise on earth, now a polluted wasteland. Its fertile lands and waters once sustained generations. Oil transformed this ecosystem into a wasteland.
Villages now reek of crude oil. Waters shimmer with slicks. Millions live with the relentless pursuit of black gold.
Oil spills have catastrophic impacts on the ecosystem. Fish stocks plummeted, farmlands infertile, water contaminated. Health consequences are dire, with rising illnesses. The tragedy of Nigeria's oil wealth is not just the environmental devastation, it's the corrosive effect of oil money on the nation's political and social fabric. Oil wealth has become an addiction, distorting priorities and fueling corruption. Imagine a nation where the national budget is held hostage to the global oil market. Politicians see oil revenues as a personal piggy bank. This is Nigeria's resource curse, a recipe for instability and underdevelopment. Despite the seemingly insurmountable challenges posed by the oil curse, there are glimmers of hope, seeds of change taking root in the fertile ground of Nigeria's entrepreneurial spirit. While the oil sector has languished, other sectors of the economy, fueled by the ingenuity and resilience of its people, are showing signs of life.
Imagine a bustling tech hub in Lagos, where young Nigerians, armed with laptops and smartphones, are coding their way to a brighter future. This is the face of Nigeria's burgeoning tech scene, a sector brimming with potential and attracting the attention of global investors.
Beyond the tech sector, there's a renewed focus on diversifying the economy, on harnessing the potential of agriculture, manufacturing, and tourism. The government, under pressure from citizens and civil society organizations, is beginning to implement reforms aimed at improving transparency and accountability in the oil sector.
The journey towards a more diversified and equitable Nigeria will be long and arduous. It will require a fundamental shift in mindset, from a culture of dependence on oil to one that embraces innovation, entrepreneurship, and sustainable development. It will also require a commitment to good governance, transparency, and accountability, ensuring that the nation's resources benefit all Nigerians, not just a privileged few.
Nigeria is a nation in perpetual motion, where migration is as constant as the harmattan winds. From rural villages to Lagos, people move, driven by hope and the search for a better life.
Imagine a young man from the north boarding a bus to Lagos filled with ambition. He dreams of Lagos, where opportunities abound.
This migration is driven by the allure of urban centers like Lagos and Abuja. Economic disparities push people to seek better lives in cities.
But city life can be harsh, with many struggling in slums.
Yet, resilience endures. Nigerians adapt, thrive, and build supportive communities. The Nigerian diaspora, scattered across the globe, represents dreams, ambitions, and the bittersweet reality of leaving one's homeland. For generations, Nigerians have sought opportunities beyond their borders, driven by economic hardship and the lure of education.
Imagine a young woman excited and anxious, bidding farewell at Murtala Mohammed International Airport. She's earned a scholarship to study abroad, a golden ticket to a world of possibilities.
From London to New York, Toronto to Houston, Nigerians excel in medicine, academia, business, and the arts. They've built successful careers and become powerful voices for change, advocating for human rights and social justice. The pull of home is a powerful force for many Nigerians living abroad. It's in the cadence of their mother tongue, the aroma of spices, and the vibrant colors of festivals.
Imagine a professional returning to Nigeria, drawn by the desire to give back. They bring experience, knowledge, and a desire to contribute.
This reverse migration is injecting new life into the nation. From tech entrepreneurs to healthcare professionals, Nigerians in the diaspora are returning with fresh perspectives and innovative ideas. Nigeria is a land of complexities, a symphony of contradictions, a nation perpetually in conversation with its past, present, and future. It's a place where ancient traditions dance alongside modern aspirations, where the weight of history can feel both stifling and empowering. It's tempting, perhaps even easy, to look at Nigeria through a lens of despair, to focus on the headlines of corruption, conflict, and inequality. But to do so would be to miss the essence of this extraordinary nation, to overlook the indomitable spirit of its people, their resilience, their creativity, and their unwavering belief in a brighter tomorrow. Nigeria, for all its challenges, stands at a crossroads. The path ahead is not preordained. It will be shaped by the choices made today, by the collective will of its people, and by their unwavering commitment to building a more just, equitable, and prosperous nation. The journey won't be easy. It will require confronting uncomfortable truths, dismantling systems of oppression, and healing the wounds of the past. But amidst the uncertainties, there's a palpable sense of hope, a belief that change is within reach, that Nigeria's next chapter will be one of progress, unity, and fulfillment. The giant has awakened, and the world watches with bated breath, eager to witness the unfolding of its destiny.